It is not because of tariffs. It is not because of the stock market. It is because of the power of black unification and the black dollar. $12 trillion in spending power is not anything that we should laugh at.
That's Pastor Jamal Bryant of Atlanta, and he joins me now. And Pastor Bryant, I'm glad to have you back. When we first spoke, it was when you were in the very early days of this. And now here we are, the Target CEO saying he's not satisfied with the recent performance. He attributes it in part to the, quote, updates they shared on belonging. What's your response to that?
That all of this is avoidable. Brian is fully aware that the African-American spending dollar has a whole lot of muscle, and his betrayal to our community has repercussions and consequences. As a consequence, the stock has plummeted, that valuation has gone down, and even his own salary has been slashed, all because he's been dishonorable and not integrous with the black community.
So how long do you intend to continue this?
Until something shifts. We've got staying power. We've got a model. The Montgomery bus boycott 70 years ago went 381 days. And our community is resolved and focused and intentional that we're not going to spend our dollars where we're not honored and where we're not appreciated.
So other companies that have scaled back their DEI programs to varying degrees include Lowe's, McDonald's, Walmart, Amazon in some respects. So are you looking at expanding this beyond Target?
No, they don't plan on doing nothing because all of this is performative in the first place. I said this back when Jamal Bryant first started this stunt that he's pulling on black women. And I say black women because that's where Jamal Bryant gets his support. Don't nobody else listen to this dishonorable, unrighteous, false prophet. I mean, go look at his church. It's just a bunch of women in there hypnotized by this lying man that showed his flawed character over and over. He can't stop getting women pregnant at his church, even after years of allegations of getting an underage girl pregnant. They all still show up to this man's church, which tells me everything you need to know. Yeah, this Porkchop pulpit pimp only show up on Sundays with all that coughing, hacking, and wheezing, ignoring the word of God, and just telling all the women whatever they want to hear. Right now, Jamal Bryant is trying to take credit for destroying Target, which means he should also take credit for the black businesses failing right now that partnered with Target. You know, because he's the one leading the charge, telling black women not to shop at Target while they still go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Amazon, all those places every day. I've been told y'all this whole thing with Jamal Bryant was only for him to get attention and not like he's really doing something by only targeting Target with these boycotts for their decisions to end DEI that, for the record, primarily benefited white women, non-black women, and gay men. Jamal Bryant and everybody following him is pretending to be stumping for black people. They're all really propping up non-black women and the LGBT because those are the beneficiaries of DEI. And how you know it's all disingenuous? Well, Target is the only company they're targeting with a boycott while they all still shop on Amazon and at Walmart every day. And those companies did the same thing Target did. The truth is, black people are not the biggest Target customers anyway. Most black people choose Amazon and Walmart over Target. So it's interesting they chose a store that black people directed less of their money to anyway. Now, if he was really serious, he would have said Target, Amazon, and Walmart. But he knew he would be a hypocrite. He wouldn't even be able to stay away from those companies. And I'm still trying to figure out how they landed on Target while still supporting the removal of DEI at Walmart and Amazon, the very measure they're supposed to be against. I'm telling you, it's all hypocritical, emotional, and flat out illogical. Again, if you're really supposed to be boycotting for DEI, you would have cut out all the companies and not just one company. But no, none of these people can stand on business. They don't even have a business. Then Jamal Bryant up there trying to use a church to start a marijuana business. I don't know why the Fed's not looking into that. Yeah, he wanted to launch a whole marijuana enterprise with the church. People should have been boycotting him for that nonsense. But nah, his dense NPC Jezebels, they didn't think twice about that pookie babble he was spewing out. Yeah, most of these people don't even have a business themselves, so they're using their energy to destroy other black businesses, mostly black women who have deals with Target. Tabitha Brown is one of them. Would you believe they try to come for her again after she recently revealed that black authors in Target are being impacted due to low sales? Take a look.
Hello there, honey. Y'all all right? So listen real quick. This morning I posted my New York Times, my bestsellers, my pack that I got in the mail, and I was like, oh, I gotta make a post about it. And so it made me think about all of my many friends that I know, and some that I don't know, but authors that I know who've been affected by the Target boycott. So I just want to talk about it real quick. There's so many authors out there whose books have been released, and people may or may not know this, but Target is a huge book retailer, right? That they sell our books. And so because of the boycott, many of our Black authors' books did not sell well because people were not purchasing the books because they're sold at Target. This affected their sales. It affected their ability to be on the New York Times bestseller list. But the bigger issue is that it also affects the next deal opportunity for them to write another book with their publisher, right? So I want us to be mindful. I know that we say that, there's a boycott happening. Give us a direct link where we can support you. Please do support.
That's the thing. They say that, but it's mostly talk. They all on social media with this performative emotional rhetoric. They tell Black business owners to give them the link to buy somewhere else. But the truth is, they're still not buying with the links. And the few sales they may get from other channels, it's just not enough to make up for the losses. And listen, that's really what corporations want anyway. They want to be able to deny Black businesses and Black creators, and the most logical excuse is going to be poor performance. Well, at this point, you're really giving them what they want. Because trust, in the future, they'll restructure and they'll have data that supports them getting rid of all of you and replacing you with more profitable brands that coincidentally won't be you.
If you don't want to, order from Target, I get it. But if they give you a link to buy directly from them, do that. If they say, okay, it's available on Amazon or on Barnes & Noble or independent bookstores, purchase from them. Because if not, they may not make their numbers. They may not get their next book deal. They're not making the New York Times bestseller list. All these things are happening to Black authors. And we got to be mindful of that. Especially a lot of them are first-time authors. And now these numbers are not reflecting what is their truth, right? They're talented writers with beautiful stories. And they're being affected by this, something that they did not do, right? None of us did this, right?
Tabitha, do you think you're talking to people that actually care about supporting Black business? This is the same group that will drive by a local Black store every day to go to Walmart, who also rolled back DEI. Again, the fake outrage is performative.
So I just want us to be mindful that we're truly being supportive, but also to the publishers. Please don't look at these numbers right now and think that these writers, this is their sales. These are not a true reflection of their fan base or, of their writing. It's just that we are in a real boycott and they are being affected. So I hope and pray that, that the buyers, that the editors or the publishers, all the people who make decisions for authors to help get them the next deal, I hope that you all are considering that and still give your authors another opportunity with another deal. And don't look at this, last 5 months or so as oh, this is the gold, right? This is it. It's not. Okay. I hope this makes sense. It is what it is, honey. We all are in this together. I am cheering for all the authors out here who are still writing, still trying to be creative, still selling your books, honey. Please, if you know an author right now who is struggling because of the Target boycott, please tag them in this video, put them in the comments, and everybody, y'all get in the comments and click on some of these authors and go buy their books. Okay? All right. That's it, honey. I love y'all. Praying that this is over soon and we get some resolution. All right? Very good. Y'all gonna watch your business and have a good day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's. See y'all later. Bye.
So Tabitha put this out, and then of course, they came for her with the baby bot bimbo babble, saying Tabitha is only concerned about her money, not other Black authors. They said she just wanted to sell her book. Newsflash, Tabitha Brown's children book, it still did numbers. Yeah, she still had a large enough fan base to withstand this whole situation. What she was talking about are the Black authors who didn't. And with the decline in support for these Black authors and these Black businesses in general with Target, what's being established right now is a track record of failed sales, which will determine how they interact with Black businesses in the future. It's going to be a negative impact, far more negative than what people like Jamal Bryant think they're doing at Target. And like I said before, the businesses that they're ruining are owned by Black women. And unfortunately, a lot of them won't be able to afford the losses. They'll crash and burn and end up having to close their doors. See, those major brands will be good regardless. Target will also be good regardless. This little temper tantrum really led by the LGBT and illegal immigrants using Black women to put the cape on and fight for them, well, this fallout will only last so long. So yeah, Target will be all right. Eventually, they'll be more impacted by tariffs and the economy, not this chicken circuit Jamal Bryant is running. But I do think Tabitha Brown should stop trying to talk common sense and business to a bunch of clueless, illogical people who can't even handle their own personal business. I mean, I remember when the lip bar lady was trying to explain to them. They gave her a hard time too. But hey, unless you're speaking Pookie Babble to these NPCs or City Girl language, they won't even understand you, so you're wasting your time. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below. Why are they coming for Tabitha Brown and following this Porkchop Pastor Jamal Bryant? What's the real reason? Because it's not about DEI. That's a lie. If you're still ordering from Amazon and Walmart, you can't be standing on DEI business. So tell me, what's really going on? Special thank you to Charles H. I appreciate you, Charles, for all of your support for the channel, as well as Edmund, Samuel, and Andrew. You can show your support as well. The link to PayPal is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.